March 14th, 2020. The day I flew home from Georgia Tech to California with only a backpack because I was sure I would return by the end of the semester. The next day, my county went into lockdown. It's the same day now, but a year later, and I'm still at home. And at times, it feels like nothing has changed. Sitting in my childhood bedroom, going through the same motions every day. But my life, your life, and our communities have changed in almost every possible way. The truth is, it's hard to be stagnant while it feels like everyone else has resumed their lives. People who were able to press play while my life is still on pause. Some days I feel behind, but I know these lessons I've learned has put me ahead of the person I would be if none of this had happened. Here's what I've learned during 1 year of quarantine. Slowing down and being grateful. Being overly ambitious, I didn't realize how rushed I was going through each day until we were all forced to slow down. I was always thinking about what was next, and I was never satisfied with what I had at the time. It was only until now that I realized I spent so much of my college experience worrying about the smallest things that I didn't take time to enjoy the present. Slowing down has made me more grateful for little things I would have never even noticed before. This has been the first time in years that my brother and I have been both at home at the same time for our birthdays. I was able to witness the leaves on our street turn orange during the 3-week window in November and watch the hummingbirds in my backyard as they drink the nectar from my dad's bird feeders. Finding fulfillment outside of education and career. One day, I sat down to write out my goals and ended up realizing that all of my personal goals were either career or education related. A part of me has always had such a difficult time sticking to a hobby because I either felt the need to monetize it or be really talented at it for it to be a successful hobby. With that mindset, I could never take the first step to explore a lot of my interests. So now I've been trying to take small steps to find things I enjoy without the pressure of thinking of it long term. I've rekindled my love for learning, reading, listening to podcasts, and doing random research on topics I find interesting. Prioritizing health. The abrupt life changes and stressful world events in March 2020 became the catalyst for a 6-month chronic illness flare, in which I developed a myriad of new symptoms and was forced to acknowledge that I would now be at a higher risk for COVID-19. I think everyone has become more mindful of their health and well-being this year, but I became even more intentional with my health, eating cleaner, setting a bedtime routine to help my insomnia, and going on a strict medication protocol. Of course, I am still practicing social distancing, and the pandemic has made me even more cautious about my lifestyle and grateful for my family's health. I used to be upset that I couldn't stay up late and match the pace of other college students around me, but now I've accepted that my body is very different than it used to be, and that's okay. It's okay to be alone. Even as an introvert, being alone for this long has been really draining. I miss hanging out with groups and going on spontaneous restaurant and villa runs. But being alone is also a good thing too. I feel like I'm finally getting to know myself and reevaluating my priorities. I am on my own path and making the best out of what I have. This year has made me think real hard about the fact that time doesn't stop for anyone, and especially not for me. It's great to set goals and make future plans, but life is also about figuring it out as we all go and making the best out of whatever challenges come our way. As challenging as this time has been, it definitely was not a wasted year. If we discard this year as lost time, then it will be. But if we can take the time to find the lessons and small victories that we are grateful for, then it won't. I didn't get to do half of the things I wanted to accomplish, but I slowed down and reevaluated what I really want to do when the world slowly opens up and I'm able to. I'm trying my best to end this chapter with grit, curiosity, and courage, and I hope you can too.